Why, hello, and welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and we're back with another episode of a LOTRO tale. Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these, so here we go. Haha! Alright, so where we left off, we did our little Christmas episode, right? But we're back here in Angmar, in Gabil Shah Thur, or something like that, this dwarven settlement over here, and I did remember today to have my glasses for when we do some voiceovers. Alright, my friends, so let us continue on our adventure. So, we did some quests last time. We have some quests to turn in. Here I see a bunch of them to turn in. We were doing quests up through this area. We're down here in Angmar at the bottom. I'm going to put this up behind the thing so you can see what was going on. So that's where we're at. So let's continue. And for our first voiceover, we will talk to Captain Gisher. Here we go.
What do you need?
What do you need? Oh, good, you have returned. You have done well, but I fear that your efforts may have come to naught. The orcs are moving on us.
Will you help me?
Will you help me? It seems that defeating those orcs in the north was not enough. A scout sent word that a band of Blagmar and Krajarn orcs are approaching, here's the crazy dwarven name settlement, Gabil Shather. They must have been angered by your assault. Please, join the guards and help defend Gabil Shather. Hurry, there is little time to prepare.
Well met.
Look to your weapon, friend. I fear that the orcs may be upon us in any moment. We only hope that they are not aware of our forces here, and that they are but a small raiding party. Guards, make ready. We may be attacked at any moment. To arms! We're under attack!
Okay.
Let's do this. Sir, a patrol of orcs is heading this way. Guards, form up! Prepare to repel an assault! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Alright, here they come. Come at us, you orc scum! Don't worry, I'll handle this.
Whoa! Die, orcs! Ho ho!
Aha, repelled! Well done! Dwarves are the best! Aha, fear the power of my fiddle! We got more! They ain't just a small raiding party. We've had this is what, 16 orcs now or more? Was that 15 orcs? So that's less. Almost 20!
Ah! All right, guards, return to your posts.
I used to be a merchant, one of those finest there was, but that was long ago. I'm sure you had wonderful wares there, Mr. Dwarf. Heck yeah, we did it. Okay, he's gotta walk back to his spot before we can talk to him. So I'm gonna let him walk back his slow, little, casual pace while we go talk to a different dwarf. Let's talk to Longbeard Stablemaster here.
Hail! Have you come to heed the summons to war?
Hail, Voice of the Rings! You have come to heed the summons of war. My goods will take you to Prince Durin at Anak Kula with much haste.
Talk to one of the gods. I don't want to go there yet, though. What's this one? Alright, I'm not going to talk to either of them. I'm afraid it's going to teleport me there. I don't want to do that right now.
What do you need?
What do you need? Good work, minstrel. You have done well. I will see that those tools are melted down. At least their metal will serve us well. Unfortunately, it appears I was too late in sending you there to frustrate the orcs' plans. Sadly, I have learned that they were further along than I thought.
Will you help me?
Will you help me? A very brave dwarf scout returned to Gabilshatthur and confirmed what I feared. The orcs are building siege weapons. In fact, they have already completed some of them. It is only a matter of time before they bring them to bear up on us. We have had 2 pieces of luck, though. The orcs have hidden these weapons well in the caves of Grishbalt, north of here. However, the dwarf scouts saw them bring a load of lumber into the caves and carefully followed them in. The second piece of luck is that the orcs have built only a single siege tower and a siege catapult. That makes the task easier, although only a little. Alright, so we're supposed to burn those 2 siege things. Got it. That's what he wants us to do. By the way, you guys, the new the Lord of the Rings Amazon series just announced the title, so we don't have to call it that anymore. Now it's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. That is the name of the series. I think it's a really good name. I'm really excited. We also found out that it is TV-14, so it's not going to be inappropriate. It's going to just have fighting gore, which is like, yes, very exciting for a Tolkien fan. You guys are curious about that? Go and check out my video on it in a LOTRO Lore Master. I'm going to have that up. That probably already been up by this episode, so.
What do you want?
What do you want? Ah, so good you are back. Yet let me see what you have there. Oh my, it is worse than I thought. What vile creatures those orcs are if they are to live off the food of such as this. And the smell. Perhaps there is something we can do to add to make that taste less vile. Remember we collected the slugs meat that's out there? The orcs normally eat, but these dwarves eat something, so he's hoping he can make it better than what it smells like.
Come and stay a moment.
Come and stay a moment. Don't think that I do not appreciate what you have done. But these legs and tongues are horrible. By the way, the legs are from the Nika Breaker things that you're hearing. That sound effect. That's them out there in the swamp. And then the slugs are, yeah, the other things. Anyway, yeah. Any reasonable dwarf would rather starve than eat food such as this. Bother it all. If only we could make it taste less vile. I hesitate to mention this, but I have heard that drake eggs are delicious. I know it sounds strange, but we are in some dire straits here. Far to the east there is a valley called Dulroth, which is full of drakes. If you would gather friends and raid their nests for eggs, perhaps I will have a meal that a dwarf would actually eat. Oh, we could try for you. We could definitely try.
Of what help may I be to you?
Well, Mr. Shopkeeper, I would like to sell some gear to you. Oh wait, that's actually better than my hat a little bit. But I like my hat! Higher vitality, higher will, higher morale, better armor, lose a couple other stats, it's better than I have to use it. I'm gonna save, I want to save my hat though. Can I save my hat? I want to lock my hat. I like that hat. For cosmetics for the future. Where's my hat? There it is. Lock that hat. Alright, and then we're good. We're gonna sell everything else. And repair. Ta-da! Now I have a little bit more space. I'm gonna have to do a better space clearing later on, but I won't do that off.
Families.
I'll do that off video for you guys. You don't want to see me organizing my inventory. It is an important thing to do in games like this and other games, though. Alright. It's Bothwar. Gem Hunter.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Will you stay and speak with me a moment? Greetings, dwarf. I heard what you did for us. We are all at your service, I'm sure. Perhaps I can point you to a good thing in the way of thanks. Hiding out there, we can no longer go out prospecting or mining some of the outlying gem-bearing lodes we found. We know, though, that some of the minions of the enemy, trolls, Gurtharug, and the like, have found those old mining locations and are gathering gems themselves. If you wish, you could go out hunting the enemy in Gorathlod, in the general vicinity of Methad. Many of those evil folk are no doubt gathering what gems they can, and you may be able to retrieve some of them. I'll give you a good piece if you could bring me some. Alright, sounds like a plan. Alright, let's talk to the guard now. He's back in his post. Broke my leg, wonderful.
What do you want?
What do you want by Turin's beer? Did you see? That raiding party was much smaller than any who have raided us in the past. Your efforts weren't for naught. Yeah, that seems like a little bit of an oxymoron there. Weren't for naught, and perhaps after the setback they suffered today, they will think twice about coming here again. Hopefully, their pride will prevent them from telling any of their masters that a few dwarves defeated them so soundly. It seems that, for now, we are safe. You have our thanks, Zollin Ironshield and Voice of the Rings, and what little reward I can give you, I will. Sweet, thank you very much. What do we have here? Alright, nothing's as good as mine, so I'll take the most expensive item. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, what's this?
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
Would you stop and hear my accursed tale? Excuse me. Pardon me, Zollin Ironshield, but I have heard you may be traveling into the caves of Grishbalt, a dangerous place, home to many trolls and orcs. However, there is an idea I have had in my head for a while that might make your task a bit easier. See, the other day I saw a troll hid near the nest of the great turtle mother, Garin-Ron. That net rests in the middle of the lake. As the troll poked at her eggs, Garon came along and sent that troll running. My idea is to take an egg from the Garra's nest and bring it close to the large central fire in the caves. As the egg heats, the scent will bring Garanar, and we can turn her rage against those creatures. It's a good idea. I like that idea. We're also going to go talk to the rangers soon up in the north. This episode or the next. Probably not in this episode. It's a little far away, but we'll...
Is a moment of your time
Too much to ask. It is true that I have heard that you are traveling into the valley of Dolroth. If that is true, could you thin the numbers of the drakes found there? You would be doing a great service to Gabil Shather, although not nearly as dangerous as the wicked as the dragon. Drakes share at least a small part of their love for precious things. In the past, the drakes of Dolroth were drawn here, swooping in and attacking us. After one such attack, I led a band of dwarves into Dolroth and thinned their numbers. Yet now, seeing as we are hard pressed by the orcs, we have no dwarves to spare to remove the drakes, and I fear the drakes' numbers will grow once more. If you, though, could slay a number of them, we will only have one threat to deal with. Sure, we can help with that. Well, this guy's got another quest for us, too.
Will you help me?
Will you help me? We have so much storylines and quests here. You have been a help to we who keep Galbilshasser safe, Zollin Ironshield, and I am sure you can do the same for others. Some time ago, a company of rangers and hillmen, led by the name of Galadir, crossed Rameth Delun. Many could not overcome the power of the Watching Stones, but some few escaped the dreadful statues. The survivors established a camp in Forth, far to the north, in Himbar. Go to them and give them the assistance you have provided us. You are strong and brave, Zollin Ironshield and Voice of the Rings, minstrel of much skill. You will bring hope to those who can stand against the evils of Khadum. Alright, sweet. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so what do we got? We got a bunch of quests here. See, they're all over the place. So, he wants me to go straight up there. So, I wonder if the horse master over here will give us a fast travel. We pay him a mithril coin.
What do you want?
He will. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go over there. Fast travel! So we're gonna turn that quest in. We have all these other wonderful quests to do. I would like to do them too, but I would like to do this chapter quest, because I don't know where the chapter quest will lead us after. So, let's go do that. So we're teleporting from the south of Angmar all the way to the north of Angmar right now. So we just went from down here, see where my mouse is? All the way up to here. And now you can see where we are. It's rather dark. The sky is a very eerie, creepy glow from Angmar. So now we're going to learn this place.
What can I do for you?
Here's a ranger. Well, Mr. Ranger. So these quests, what are these
Will
ones?
you lend me your ear?
Alright, so these are some repeatables.
Will
We're
you
gonna
a
stay
moment
away
and
from
learn of my
repeatable
troubles?
quests.
Might you spare a
We
moment
can do this in the
of your
future,
time?
possibly. If you guys would like me to do them, please leave a comment. I will do it later if we'd like to. But we're gonna go up to this secret, hidden ranger camp here in Himbar. Goth. Forthner. I hope more of my brethren come from Esteldin to help us. Alright, so here's the person we're supposed to talk to. Book 7, Chapter 1. Greetings. You have come from Kirinir by the way of Brenger. Welcome, then. You and well met. Indeed, we could use your aid. These last few years have seen us nearly vanquished, but it is not for me to tell you of our foes. You should enter within and speak with Lorniel, Galador's daughter. Oh, cool. Okay.
What can I do for you?
You have come from Gelbishalther. Welcome, friend. Your aid is indeed welcome here. What is this necklace any good? Oh, is it good as mine? I want the stats. It's a little stronger than mine if you look at it, but the stats aren't. It's what I want on my character as a minstrel. So we're gonna take the more expensive item, which is worth 11 silver. Even I can't wear it. All right. Help from the south.
Would you do something for me?
Would you do something for me? A scout from Esteldin, Muladan, needs your help, and time is of the essence. If the enemy discovers him, they will redouble their efforts to attack us before help arrives. Escort him through the valley from hiding place south of here, atop a ridge that overlooks Nangurath. The terrain is treacherous, and there are many dangers on the way to Gath Forthern. His companions will not be far behind, and with their numbers, they should have little trouble fighting their way to us, if need be. Alright, we could definitely do that. And again, that one's on level. See how that one's on level? It's level 49. It's close to our level. It's almost on level. We might have to draw... The ones we just accepted, I do really like those, but they're really generic quests, as in we're getting food for the dwarves, we're, planting that egg of that giant turtle in another spot so the turtle will attack the troll's cave. Those are cool quests! We will definitely do them in the future, but I don't think we're going to do them immediately. I'd like to move on to Moria and the chapter quests we're doing right here. So that's... give you a little update in my mind, what I'm thinking. Alright, Oh, there's some dwarves here too. They're working together with elves too. This is a turn-ins for where you can get you can turn in gear for certain things from doing Angmar raids and instances. Anyway, what is that happening on the top of the door there? You can see outside. That's weird. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna remove these. I'm gonna run out of quest room though, so I might have to drop a lot of those quests while we continue on with our story quests and doing quests that are closer to working with the chapters.
Could I speak with you a moment?
And here's the thing to remember, guys. It pains me because I'm a completionist a little bit sometimes when it comes to quests, especially with this series. I want to just do every story with you guys. But here's the thing. These quests don't go away. They're just low level. So we could easily come back here in 20 levels, do them instantly with the objectives of killing things without having to sit here and kill things for a long time, and just do the stories together on this playlist. You can come back and do stories. So, never fear. We will do lots of fun things. Don't feel like I'm going to miss out on really good things. Again, you can leave comments if you have some of your favorite spots. That's fine. Don't worry, we will... My goal is the end of the LOTRO Tale playlist, which will be a very long time from now. We do most of the quests in the game and storylines. But again, I want to stay streamlined with the story. I don't want to bore you guys where you're like, okay, we're going to have 1,000 episodes? Like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure we're, continuing on the main chapter, the main story, and then helping them with side quests like this as we go. And here is a side quest, for example. Rank and file. Zollin Ironshield. Oh, yeah, I want to hear her voice again.
Stay a moment.
Stay a moment. Oh, gosh. Excuse me. This is going to be a hard one to do, because I'm a little stuffed up today. I don't know why. I'm having allergies. Here we go.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Can I speak with you a moment? Zollin Ironshield, come hither, for I would speak with you. You have been of great aid to many here of Goth Furathin, and now I must ask you another boon of you. A boon of you. That's a funny way of saying it. To the west you will find Baal Dillas, a place under control of Angmar's Iron Crown. The banners of Angmar fly boldly for all the land to see, a constant reminder of the oppression of the hillmen. I would have you go there and remove the banners of Angmar, replacing them with the standards of the Duodan. Bring Angmar's banners to me, that we can make an example of them and show the hillmen that there is yet strength and hope to resist the Iron Crown.
By the way, you guys, the Iron Crown is the terminology for the Witch King and Cardoon, right? So that, just so you know that what that background is, kind of. All right, let's see.
Would you do something for me?
Would you do something for me? There is a great spider that lurks in Himbar. Her eggs are prized by the Iron Crown, as the hatchlings can be trained by the Agmarim to fight for the enemy. You must kill the spiders and their elder protectors northeast of Himbar in Torechin Bog Bereth. Whew. Say that one 5 times fast, guys. When facing the broodlings, beware. They can burrow into the earth and escape your attacks. You must exercise caution while hunting the spiders. Bog Bereth stalks those lands, and she may be hunting you as well. It's like a Shelob, probably. Shelob ain't the only big spider. No.
They say the Iron Crown is looking for relics from the ancient days in Nadgurth.
Oh, look at this place. This is pretty cool. Oh, it's obviously been a little flooded. Wow, so they have a beautiful spring in here, and there's some old ruins. This obviously used to be a... Oh, look at that. It's doing that weird little... weird water effect again. Remember we noticed that the other episode? Usually the water effect looks really good, but it's like freaking out. I don't know if it's because of something I'm doing with my recording or what, but that's okay. Water still looks nice. Maybe it's a setting I turned on in graphics. Maybe I need to look at my settings. Maybe I have a weird setting on or something that like limits how good it looks or something for quality. I mean for speed, I don't know. That graphics update though is going to be awesome. I'm excited about that. Alright.
Would you do something for me?
So again, I'm not going to read all these and do all these because if we come back to do these stories in the future, we're not going to do these right now. If we come back to do these stories in the future, I want to read them then so we remember. Because we're not going to remember if it's 40 episodes from now and I come back and do these, you know? I won't remember either. This is kind of how it works, right? I like to be methodical with how we do stuff. So, we're going to go and talk to the main chapter quest.
Beware the Nimnath, friend. They have been enslaved for as long as that. Was good in them is no more.
Stay a moment.
Oh, the MrRevel. Yeah, those are the vampire ladies. Okay, this is one of the daughters of the rangers. She's a ranger too, probably. Or a scholar, I don't know.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? I do not believe good fortune along brings hither. My good dwarf, come, we have much to speak about.
Stay a moment.
Hey, we leveled up! We're level 51! Woohoo! Well done, guys.
Stay a moment. If you come from Brager, I have no doubt you heard that my father was lost. He was indeed lost to us, but I do not believe he was slain. I have heard reports from our allies that he was taken captive and is being held within the dungeons of Cardoon. One such ally, a sympathetic hillman from the hostile eastern tribes named Ragnall, claims that he has acquired a scroll from the libraries of Cardoon that tells how to gain access to the city. If you would meet Ragnall and obtain the scroll from him, it would be a tremendous step towards freeing my father from the clutches of the enemy. Be wary, though. He will be waiting just south of Baal Cathernock,
a hillman village which lies to the southwest of Goth Forthern. Most of the hillmen there are in the service of the Iron Crown.
Alright, we'd be happy to help go save your father, because we're Zollin Ironshield, and that is our job. We are a dwarf that likes to help everybody. Alright. So I have 2 different quests here. So we really don't need to do this one either, actually. Well, here's a...
My ancestors fought and died for the Witch King. I wish a different fate for my children.
Come, Southron. I would have a word with you.
Totally different voice than I thought.
Come, Southerner. I'd have a word with you. Southerner, I would have a word with you. It sickens me to know that my people are threatened by the evil ones, and there is naught that I can do about it. In my youth, perhaps, but time and rigorous of travel across Ramas Delun have robbed me of my vigor. But you are strong and brave. But you are brave enough to stand against the orcs and thin their accursed ranks. Travel to the fortifications to the west. They're in the place known as Uragoth and Kardum. You will find your share of orcs, and blow we strike against their false king will help my people survive to see other days. Another day.
Cool, well we're not going to take that quest, but... Oh, Galadrin's room. But I don't think we can go in here yet. Can't. Oh, well that's kind of cool. By the way, this is a thing they do in LOTRO sometimes. You know how a lot of times you open a door, you load in? Sometimes you open a door and you could just walk in. So this is his room, but he's not here because he was trapped. And why do I have dread right now? Interesting. Do I have dread because... See that dread effect? I got red health for a second. Could be because we haven't saved him yet. We're dreading that he is gone. I don't know, we'll find out. We're gonna put our thing here instead of the dwarf camp now. Here's another dwarf, Council of the North, Ongli. Requires allies standing with the Council of the North, okay.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Our stores of weapons run low, and we lack the materials to craft them. Without proper weapons, our cause seems hopeless, unless...
Alright, well, we're not going to do this right now. But what's in here? Here's another person's room. Someone else is in here. Okay, well, maybe there's people we're going to go help find. Guess we'll find out. Alright, well, in the next episode of Voice of the Rings, because I went a little long on a LOTRO Tale episode today, we will go and save, or we will go talk to the hillman, Ragnall, and we will get that scroll from him that will help us infiltrate the city of Kardum. Ooh, to save Galrohir, or Gathor, or whatever his name is. You remember. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, Middle-earth. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield. As always, thanks for joining me on another LOTRO Tale, and I will see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. Next episode will be up there. I'll have another playlist over there. The subscribe button's going to be right there next to that ranger. Don't forget to click it. Have a good day, Middle-earth, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings.